So let's go options, language, good, control, video settings, writings, audio, subtitles. Okay, all looks good. Oh, let's try 3 saves. Okay. This is Dead Men Are Heavier Than Broken Hearts. Raymond Chandler, Big Sleep. This is chicken.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit.
Oh, jeez.
The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray, too.
God. Got it.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Ah, okay. It's not his last year as a cop.
What could possibly go wrong?
Interesting. City, district, former house, hotel. 112.95. A deer. Okay.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra.
Interesting.
Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
So it's interesting. This chicken is an older fellow. He's an old-school detective. He's on his last year. And he's definitely got a bleak outlook on life. Interesting. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, the Notebook. The Notebook is the detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case, the suspects or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook to read the translated version in your language. Interesting. So it's legit a detective game. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, I'm down with that. I don't think I can do that. People are playing. Oh. Scenes visited, question points, achievements, codex entries, personal info, gathering entries, detective rank, Greenhorn. Huh. Santino, Sonny Featherland, and Marty Mac Chicken. Getting famed through a case of the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. Through a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble, they had published 10 books over the course of 7 years before a series faded out of public interest as the Chicken Police itself. Clawville's been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the series' foundation, 4 nations had joined forces, represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Guaville preserved its political autonomy and the dream that it's the only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace, hence the name the City of 1,000 Colors. Kinda cool. Neat little spot. Okay.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Interesting.
I don't even know what these papers are.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Got it. There's our phone. Pictures. Oh.
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Okay, so he's definitely seen some stuff, this cop.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
So that might have been why they got into a fight, as they had different opinions on
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz.
He likes jazz.
The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it. Or what it had to do with shoes.
What it had to do with shoes. See, I'm trying to look. I think that's a Weaver. That was the jazz player.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
So he has a daughter and he has an ex-wife. Interesting. Oh. Hey, there we go. The superimposed ads are amazing.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Jeez. Dude. Okay, have the monsters instead.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Oh, man. This detective's been through some stuff.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
New functional inventory. Item? Jeez.
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
Cornflakes.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Okay, cool. So I can take the cigarette, the badge, and the gun. That's honestly good to know. That means I can probably grab stuff. It looks
I
like
don't
it's,
see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
It looks like it's just one of those interactive kind of novels that I can see. So I'm
Books
down with
I'm
it.
never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Jeez. I think that's about everything other than her. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be our case, whatever it is. Don't know all that. Yep.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Oh, heck.
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Huh. So what does that tell us? She runs errands for her employer. A sophisticated lady about things from a particularly wealthy and influential family. Species, Impala. Apeiceros melampus, female. Pretty and fragile, nothing too special. Okay. The wild ones. These gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the great wild ones who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Heridi is the goddess of creation, Ptapti is the lord of destruction, and Nikvatiti is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between creation and destruction in the never-ending conflict. Dang, this is some world building.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Function questioning. Victim plays some strange threats. All of them are written. Okay, what we got here? Okay. Here you store all the essential items throughout the case. Okay.
Oh man, I totally get you. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
Neat. Oh, okay, L2 lets me look at everything I can interact with in the scene. Here's a question. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or is she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Or suspicious. Concentrate on that. Focus, suspicion. Person, suspicious. Detective. Suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question. A new impression. So many options. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Blah, blah, blah. I like that. Plus 100.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Alright, so we start slow. Who exactly are you, man? Cautious. So she's shy.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Jeez.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
What we're doing right now is being a chicken police detective.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
Really? So she knows about our chicken man.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Doubtful, shy, frightened. Yes. What do I want to say? Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? Do you even know what you want? That seems kind of mean. Reborn and raised in Clawville. Nope, she didn't want to answer that before. Hold on. Why not your employer herself?
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
Katzenko? Okay, so she's obviously a cat.
How so?
Yep, new person. It was a cat up top. Do it. Might be a gumshoe detective. 121 days from retirement.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
Everyone knows.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Got it. Let's get this address. Are you towing me? I think you expect to come at me. What do you want from me? What are you trying to tell me?
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Yeah.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
But are
Sorry,
you?
sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
Now we start pushing
It
questions.
has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
How do you think the whole thing's a little suspicious? She's hiding something. You see it there. Detective mirror's looking good.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer.
Yeah, that's a good one. Be honest and tell me, what are you so afraid of? Oh, Detective...
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Oh.
Exactly.
He's a rat. Of course he is.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Nice work, partner. Yay! Never trust a rat. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Deborah Ibanez. Final thoughts. Perfect job. Exactly how you would have done 10 years ago. Beware, Clawville. Sonny Featherland and the chicken police are back in action. It's too much.
Murky brown swill. I should improve my standards.
Nah, it's just really gonna show the take.
I can't even remember the last time I used this.
I mean, yeah, no, probably not. Alright, so...
Legs that go...
Nope. That's talking about yourself.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report.
Yeah.
Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555 111.
555 111.
Take a look at this.
Uh-oh. What's she have for us to look at?
Well, okay. Let's see.
What did she give us? Did she hand it directly to me? We got something on the new... Oh. Jesus. Is that a new thing in people? Is there another page to it? Oh, okay, it's showing the... Okay, not that. Okay, she has this.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
The cat's Russian?
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
His hands. The look.
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
The eyes and the gruffness. Good voice acting.
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Oh, poor Deborah. She's doing her best.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Uh-oh.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Oh, is that a bunny? We have a friend who's a rabbit man? Who are all these people popping up? What are they trying to tell me? Louis C. Hayworth, rabbit, or see, he's a rabbit. Special feature, old friend of mine. Hearing him heavily when he talks. Oh, I want to hear him talk. Louis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. Louis's number is 555932. Okay, 555932. 5. Pick up. 5. 3 9 2. Wait. Come on, stuttering bunny rabbit. Ring, ring.
Hey, Louis. Am I bothering you?
Of course not, Sonny. What's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
Happy holidays.
Just a bit.
Oh, well, that was quick.
Louis arrived a few minutes later. He
Yeah.
lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop.
Quick hop.
The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Yeah, it must be pretty lonely. Louis.
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve.
He definitely looks like a well-to-do
I hope
fella.
the old bunny had nothing important to do. Thanks for being so quick, Louis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Oh, yeah. No, this is definitely dad pun territory.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Oh, he's a good friend.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
He's a good bunny.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour.
Oh.
I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in the city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Yay, chicken police. Unite.
Why do I have the feeling these big Bambi eyes would get me into trouble? Could I ask you a few more?
Feel free.
Oh, I can ask other questions.
I've already told you.
Afraid you'll...
I'm afraid I already did.
Okay, I was gonna say, I bet it's just going through, like, talking about her people, so here.
Do you think my
let's do this.
whereabouts aren't a secret?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
Oh, please. Flatter me more. So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the same?
Not even you can see the world as that black and white.
Huh. interesting. She's a little bit smarter.
Sonny,
than
I've
she comes
already
off.
told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
You really are this innocent, aren't you?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wesler.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
Huh. That almost makes it seem like, just from that last sentence, that she's got a thing for the mistress. The cat.
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
I would do more than that for her.
Okay, now I really think that's the case.
I see. You're smooth. Real smooth.
Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
Sonny, please. Just Sonny.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on there. I think Deborah and Natasha are a thing.
So this Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
I see. But
Please, Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? I tried to be as good a chicken detective as I could there. So,
Oh, just...
Yes, Sonny?
I don't want to sound indiscreet, but, this,
what?
fur removal craze.
What the heck?
Do you do this yourself, or are there specific parlors for it?
Well,
Lucas.
would you like to try it?
Well, it wouldn't work as well with my feathers. Just professional curiosity. You know, it's,
Occupational hazard? There are parlors, yes. But I do it for myself. And I do it for my mistress, too, if you're interested.
that's, good to know. Thank you very much.
You're one strange bird, Sonny Featherland.
Well, I've been called worse.
That's interesting.
I can always count on you. Thanks, old buddy.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's
Huh.
New Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
He's adorable.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
That is cute.
My bedroom.
Sort of. Okay, so we need to do scene. Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determine which locations open up or close down. You need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move on to the next main scene. Closed scenes cannot be reached for the time being. This state will often change throughout the story progression and can be temporary or permanent. Top tip, pick the next main scene if you're absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Huh. So we're going straight there? Nope, go back. I think we're going straight to the police department.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Who hurt you, Santino? Who hurt you? Chapter 1, Detour. Oh boy.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Huh. Okay, now. Oh, see, it takes the sounds of like the rain and the ambiance and stuff, and even kind of tunes it out just so you can focus on clues. That's kind of cool. Okay, so let's get a good look at these. What have we got here? If I can move. Oh, hey, I can kind of move it a little bit to the left and right. Neat. Poster. Furry. Is that porcupine? No, that's porcupine. Is that also a porcupine? Hedgehog?
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
The paddy wagon? I'm sure.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Bloodboil, was promoted to chief of police.
Oh, he's gonna be a bloodhound. Okay. Bloodboil, I get it now. Yep, they're dogs. For the crown, for the king, we need you.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Bloodboil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
Amazing.
Phyllis and Royce. 2 hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless. The bullet hole in my crest is worth more than these 2 combined.
Oh, poor hedgehogs.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Your voice does not fit your tiny body, man.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're in luck. Bloodboil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
Jesus, Sonny. Okay.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Jeez.
Did
I
you
like
miss
this
me?
detective.
No? Same here. We have a tough history, you and me. Maybe it's time to forget about the past, eh?
Okay. Well, that was good. Go ahead.
Here we are again. Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, This place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
They're gonna be actual pigs. Oh, Mort, Bosco, Officer Jardine, Monica, Officer Barkman. Oh, I've got
One
to.
of Blood Boil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Is she like a mountain lion? Or she's just a cat? She looks more like a mountain lion. Shooting range is where we
Honor,
that's smart.
strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Don't gotta be that way now. Come on. No, what?
He's not a bad boy, by the way.
Oh,
He's not a bad boy. Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years. But that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
Interesting. Reptile with bad eyesight.
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place. Even for this city. Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross. And probably toxic. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk.
Jesus, Sonny, you're a hell of a detective. Huh.
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
Huh. Interesting.
Poor old Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesus, Sonny.
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
Bubo?
I don't talk to that insane owl.
He's an owl doctor, understood.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you. but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
Say, it seems like Mort is a guy who kind of gets into trouble a lot, but it looks like he has a kind of relationship with Sonny where they do care. So I'm assuming Sonny's kind of probably had Mort like listen and be ears for him. That's kind of what it seems like it's setting up between these two.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Interesting.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Schnauzer, I didn't realize it.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
The fur on the arms is great.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know that lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right?
Oh, jeez.
You should be mad, not him.
He shot Sonny?
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No
What the heck
worries, pal.
happened? Jeez. You shot him? Yeah, it probably caused some issues.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Nice voice actor.
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Okay, so cool. Kind of like sign up. Interesting.
Officer John. Want a blood?
That's just looking.
I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy, or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Okay, I think we've looked at everything, so now we're gonna go talk.
This is gonna be a hard ride.
Oh boy.
Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Oh boy. Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman. Hey, you.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Predatory Division. Yeah, I think it's where they... I'm not sure. I don't know what that division is. All I know is they were in it. I'm thinking it's the higher-ups. If you let the ammunition boxes open, I'll kick your clucking ass. Got it. I think Marty's supposed to be a goody two-shoes of these two, I think. I think that's his bet. But I think he's maybe the more emotional one. It seems like it's painting that Sonny's a little less by the book. It's full of predators. Maybe that, or they're like a special... I wouldn't say a SWAT team or anything, but something akin to that. Shooting practice? Oh, God. Do I actually have to shoot thing? Carnivorous chicken? I don't think so. Oh, nope. Continue. Not exit to the home menu. Oh, okay, there we go. Leave shooting range. What are these guns? Oh, what? Claudia, Susie, Linda?
I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained.
Big Bertha.
Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
So he likes his guns.
Claudia.
Okay.
Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most.
Carnivorous chicken? I don't think so.
I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years.
It's a decent little set of guns. Okay, so get a hint. Aim your gun at enemies and avoid shooting hostages. Simple as that. Shooting enemies increases your points and remaining time, while hitting hostages is the opposite. It's all up to you. Choose wisely and fire away. You reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in the westerns, but even faster. So, oh my gosh. Oh god. Reload. Oh jeez. I'm not the greatest shot. Ah! 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 Oh god, I'm out of ammo. Ah! Oh, jeez, I got ammo for that. Would have been bad. Oh wow. Moses, Plato, Bosco, Marty, 10,050. Is he like perfect scoring on it? We're gonna do one more and then we'll leave from here. I love the realism of the ones you shoot actually keeping the bullet holes. That's really cool. That's a little bit better. Okay, here, let's go ahead and leave that and talk to Marty.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
Okay, so that's where the shooting came from. So it's more about the guns. Not goody two-shoes.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
Interesting. He's way more three-dimensional than I thought it would be. I like that.
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
I already like Marty.
Okay. but at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
I love him already.
Marty looks good. Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police, Marty, better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
Interesting. Okay, so let's see. How do we?
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm
dog.
in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
The heck? Oh, jeez.
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops, after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Shut up, Marty.
I like Bosco. He's a cool character. He's a good dude.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood. But he never is, actually.
I hope the voice actor's good.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
That is a familiar voice.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Nice coffee
Oh,
break.
just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Wait, he shot him with the shotgun? I thought it would have been like Susie. He shot him with the shotgun.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Honestly, I have a really bad feeling about this. We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty.
I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
That's kind of cool. I like that little dynamic that they got going there. Okay, let's see. So, I think this is probably a lot about the people. A hot dog. Outside of Roachtown? Okay, that's interesting. So I think now... Okay, it's got little sand things. So I think those are... time points, I think. So we'll go to Hop Dog. I think
the hot dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee.
Huh.
The cold light called me. But I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes. Kept together by cold syrup.
What the heck?
Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Even saying it out loud. Oh, what? Fly guy?
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Dang, so it's an immigrant issue. Or kind of like how they was talking about things are antagonistic between like the animal kingdoms and then the reptiles and the insects. That's kind of cool. That's like a cool kind of, I guess you'd say it's like an allegory kind of going on for cultural bias and stuff and racism. This is a really deep game. I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, but this is definitely a deeper and much more interesting game than I thought it would be. The puns are good. I'm loving the character dynamics. So we might go ahead and journey through this one together. It's probably going to be mostly narrative. Won't be as action-packed as some of my other stuff. I'm definitely going to let a lot of the game kind of speak for itself, and then I'm gonna be giggling and laughing at it with the rest of you. So until that next time, we'll leave it here, and then we'll come back to Chicken Police on the next broadcast. Take care of yourselves for now, everybody, and be safe.